so far continue the trend against the Brisbane Broncos. We're live and exclusive to see if the Warriors can continue as they left off against Canterbury last weekend. 14 survivors, by the way, in the two sides from the 1994 World Club clash. This is the Brisbane team, the backs, Darren Lockyer, Tony Carroll, Steve Renouf, now recovered from his broken jaw, Anthony Mundine, Wendell Saylor, Kevin Walters, and the man who's the brains behind the Broncos, their skipper, Alan Langer. The forwards, Glenn Lazarus, John Driscoll, Andrew G, Peter Ryan, Gordon Tallis and Darren Smith. And on the bench for Brisbane, Ben Walker, John Plath, Sean Webker and Brad Thorne. It's a powerful looking lineup, isn't it? But let's take a look, shall we, at the Wigan side now, who will oppose them today. Henry Paul, Jason Robinson, Gary Connolly had his problems, of course, with a knee difficulty, but he plays today for Wigan. Chris Radlinski, Andy Johnson, Nigel Wright and Tony Smith. And the forwards Neil Cowie, Martin Hall, Lee Hansen, Simon Horton, Mick Cassidy and the captain Andy Farrell. On the bench for Wigan, Terry O'Connor, Gail Tallack, Stephen Holgate and Stuart Lester.
Hall, Smith. Oh, this could bring... No, he says shoulders. Tell that to the bloke on the ground. Harrigan didn't hesitate. He said around the shoulders, play on.
There's this tackle that Tallis puts on right, just a fraction high, but nothing really. The referee made a decision and said no, it was around the shoulders.
Yeah, well, he's got very high shoulders.
Just wanted Sterling let that ball actually come off his knees and not off his hands.
Walters avoided a high shot. Then he gets away. Walters will score. All of a sudden, Wigan have opened up.
And it's through a bit of tiredness and some sloppy defence. You see that Kevin Walters runs through two head-high tackles to make the initial break. And this is the penalty, I suppose, of not coming up with the right result off that little kick. There he goes, straight through. Diving tackle there from the new man on, Stephen Holgate. And then an attempt late from Gary Connolly, he was no chance. But Radlinski, who just came up with a great tackle moments earlier, he's one player who misses. So too Henry Paul. Not a noted speeds to Kevin Walters, but he had a couple of blokes just short for pace behind him.
Right. Langer. Lazarus. 41 metres away from the Wigan line, 5 tackles. Langer running to them, putting the kick in, getting the regather, kicking again. Lockyer's after it with Johnson. Lockyer will score. Lockyer. He has persisted. He has followed Alan Langer and has picked up the reward.
Well, I made the comment earlier that Wigan would have done their homework on Alan Langer's short kicking game. I don't know whether they have or not, but he's still got the ability to hurt you. It's the last tackle. Not a lot of space in behind there, but somehow Langer finds it, gets the right bounce, kicks it almost in the one motion. Johnson appeared to have this covered, but as Lockyer comes in and kicks the football with his right foot, that put the winger off, and he was able to juggle the football over the line. But this is where the skill unfolded on the inside and the kick across. Lockyer, some more soccer work there. Looked as though he was going to lose control of the football, but able to grasp it in at the last moment.
So the second try is there of the night. Maybe the try that Lockyer scored off Langer was the play of the night. But defensively, that was the play of the night from Brad Thorne. Tallis. The big man is away. Here's the support. Carroll. Oh, he's gone back into first gear to score. How often does it happen? Here we are, standing up, thinking Robinson will score at the other end of the park, and then, before you can blink an eye, Tallis is away.
They're 100 metres at the other end of the field. Carroll gets a saloon passage to the line. Gordon Tallis did all the hard work. Radlinski missed the tackle on Tallis, straight through Tony Smith, and then just served it up on a platter for the winger. They were short in defence on the blind side, and Gordon Tallis, at his block-busting best on that occasion, just pushed through Radlinski, whose defence tonight has been first class. Tony Smith, Gordon Tallis was just too big for him, too strong. Colloy came across. Carroll an easy 30-metre run to the line to score their third try. And now, what sort of proportion does that put that chase from Brad Thorne in?
With Robinson.
Lloyd did a magnificent job letting that ball go over, so they do get that easy 25 metres. This is there where their forwards must go forward, make some easy yards for their backs, and then get a good kick away.
Oh, gee, there's a punch-up on in back play. Tallis let 3 go. They all found the mark right on the button. Well, this fellow in the number 10 jumper, I'm not kidding, Tallis just landed 3 without hesitation right on the pecker.
Well, they've both got the same injury, so Terry's landed one as well.
Well, have a look at this. And this is probably something that we shouldn't be highlighting, but watch this. Bang, bang, bang. Then another one. And they stood toe-to-toe and they let them go. Well, Gordon's not just a pretty face, is he?
We got both of them off to the sin bin for 10 minutes. Punching bag there, Terry O'Connor, but he regrouped pretty well after the first 3.
I thought he threw one back pretty good, got Tallis on the hooter once again. He's shown plenty to him as he walks off the field.
There he is, back at the bench. And they're not supposed to stay there. A couple of old-fashioned punch-ups. Sailor. G. Webke. He was under a cloud with an injury. Suffered out of football. Webke, here's another bust for Walters. Whoops, back and around. Oh, Lockyer, he knows the play. He knows the play. It's called the hurdy-gurdy. And Lockyer scores his second try.
Oh, Kevin Wallace, he has made a few busts in this game. He scored a try from one of them. He didn't have the pace. Good interchange here. Bad misses in the middle of the ruck. He's got nowhere to go. So he goes backwards to go forward, another dummy. And there's Darren Lockyer standing in open spaces. Strides out under the post.
Oh, that's a great inside ball there by Langer to Walters. Picks up his little 5'8" partner. And we've seen it all before. He runs around, he loses his way. He can't find anyone to back him up. And hello, I'm out here. Give me the ball. It's just a straight 25-metre run to the try line. Excellent stuff there. We didn't know what he was doing. I don't think he knew what he was doing.
The boy, he's been catching merry-go-rounds all his life. Andrew on the sideline.
Well, Terry O'Connor's ready to come back on. That's because he's never gone to the
Hold the phone, sorry, it's happened again. Walters. 15 out from the line. Langer. Troops all around him. He doesn't need any of them. Oh, he goes it himself. And Alan Langer, 26 points to 0, scores a solo try.
Well, this was Alan Langer firstly putting Kevin Walters away. This by Hall there, cleaned up by Radlinski. And then the invitation for Alan Langer to score the try. You can see the Wigan defence still going back. With Breeze played there. Just have a look how none of these players move up to meet Alan Langer. They just stay and wait. And he just gobbles up the metres. Cassidy was there. Finally, the tackle was made low by Radlinski. But, gee, they just said, here, Alf. Come to us.
Langer again. Around the corner for Platt. Then for Lockyer. Lockyer away for Platt. Platt back for Walters. Walters back now for Plath. Turn it up, put it on replay. Now Plath again. It was Mundy. Then from Langer for Tallis. The big man's away. Tallis gets a try.
Yeah, the floodgate's starting to open up now, and Gordon, who's come back out with the smalls fairly well covered, takes advantage of this beautiful play earlier on, the ruck before. Plath, Walters, Mundine, and eventually Alan Langer puts the ball on Tallis's chest, and he goes straight through the tackle. You can find it's Andy Johnson coming in, the number 15, just gets pushed straight off. Now, Brisbane have just proven to be too big and too fast tonight. They haven't handled them. Wigan have tried valiantly in defence, but in some one-on-one situations, they've just been mismatched, and that was one of them there.
To everyone in this World Club Championship. They've overrun Wigan in the second half and won by 34 points to 0 at the ANZ Stadium.